Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to live coverage of the 2026 Maritime Women's Basketball Association season. It's the regular season opener, another exciting season of women's hoops on tap, and we are here at the Halifax Thunder home opener, just across the street from their usual home court at St. Mary's University. We're here at Halifax Grammar School, where the two-time MWBA champion Thunder will host an expansion franchise we're very excited to tell you about. It is the Truro Title Queens in some sharp purple and baby blue jerseys, making their first appearance in the MWBA. Just hold on 1 second here. I'll be right back. Just talking through some audio issues, but yeah, very excited to bring you this game live on YouTube, on the Maritime Athletic Profiles YouTube, and yeah, just another fantastic season of MWBA basketball, season number 5. Just trying to talk through audio issue, can't hear myself currently, but we're going to do our best to not only call an exciting basketball game, but give you a lot of behind-the-scenes action this season. And, of course, halftime interviews with both teams. Oh, sounds like I'm getting something. 1-2, 1-2. That's okay. Yeah, quickly here, we'll introduce you to some of the rosters. Don't know the starting lineups yet. But actually, let's begin with the head coaches for these teams. For the Halifax Thunder, their third coach in franchise history in his first year is Ben Miller. Miller was a university standout at Acadia University for the Axemen, a 3-time AUS All-Star. And since graduating that program in 2019, he's been an assistant coach for the Cape Breton University Capers men's basketball team, and most recently for the Mount St. Vincent Mystics. And Brandon Rayfuse, obviously, the owner of Halifax Thunder and Thunder Selects, has done such a good job of giving young coaches an opportunity. You look at Alex Petropoulos, he's gone on to have a lot of success, provincial champion this year with the Citadel High Phoenix, getting his first real head coaching opportunity with the Thunder. And right now we're going to pass it over to PA announcer Russell McKenzie for today's player introductions.
As an original 6 franchise in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association, Halifax Thunder would like to welcome the league's newest expansion franchise, the Truro Title Queens. Wishing you luck this season and in the years ahead. We'd also like to recognize that we are in Mi'kmaq, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This territory is covered by the treaties of peace and friendship. These treaties establish the rules for what was to be an ongoing relationship between nations. Today's game day partners are Steel Auto Group and Young Camp Physiotherapy. Our officials this afternoon are Dean Pan, Jake Babbitt, and Sean Warrior. We'd like to introduce you to the starting lineup of the visiting Truro Title Queens, brought to you by Under Armour. Wearing number 0, Corinna Coley. Wearing number 7, Courtney K. Norton. Wearing number 9, Eleni Maharaj. Wearing number 10, Kendra McKinnon. And wearing number 11, Lucia McKinnon. The head coach of the Title Queens is Lonnie States.
inaugural starting lineup for the Truro Title Queens is Corenda Cawley, Courtney Kane Norden, Nalini Maharaj, Kendra McKinnon, and Lucia McKay. And for the Thunder, well, they got some vets in their starting lineup. Sandy Saunders, Bianca Helmig, Justine Colley-Legier, and Elizabeth Beals-Ishiemi have all played with the Thunder previously. And in the middle, a big addition, very big, potentially the tallest player in MWBA history, number 21, Callie Krutenboer. And here is Krutenboer, easy work, getting deep post position, the drop step for the right-handed layup. Krutenboer, 6'5", just finished her 4th year with the University of Windsor Lancers. And looking at some stats here, Krutenboer this year was a OUA first-team All-Star, averaging better than 16 points and 11 rebounds, 2 blocks a game. Big-time numbers for the big-time post out of Thunder Bay, Ontario. Corenda Cawley with a nice drive to the hoop, and she scores with a little baseline drive. Cawley played previously with the Dial Tigers and St. FX X-Women. Now a steal as Nalini Maharaj, one of a few MWBA vets on the Title Queens roster. Maharaj coming into today was 53rd all-time in MWBA career scoring with 125 points in 21 games over 3 seasons with the Hornets and Windsor Edge. Great pass there. Beals-Ishiemi pushing it in transition, and Sandy Saunders gets the 2 and then gets the steal on the inbound, and she is fouled, heading the line for a chance at 2 free throws here. Sandy Saunders, a real vet for this Thunder team in her 4th season. 5'9" wing out of Woodstock, New Brunswick. Began her university basketball career at the University of Calgary before going on to Acadia, where she played 3 seasons and won an AUS championship in 2022. I believe there's 5, maybe 6 players on this Thunder roster who are a part of that 2022 AUS champion Acadia Axwomen team. Deep 3 here from Courtney Kane Norden. That rims out, and Justine Colley-Legier with the rebound. And again, pushing in transition. Bianca Helmig can't get that layup to go, but Helmig comes away with a steal. And we're going to get a foul here by Kendra McKinnon. And a breakneck pace to open this one. As we'll take a look here. We'll hold it for the next one. As a sideline inbound here for the Thunder. They get it in for Krutenboer. Now Helmig off the pin screen, misses the 3, rebounded by Kane Norden. And here come the Title Queens. Kane Norden settles into the long 2. That rims out. And Lucia McKay tracks down the rebound. Kendra McKinnon's 3 rims out. Now Colley-Legier pushing in transition, gets to the left hand, floats it up. Oh, vintage Justine there. Just barely missed on the floater. Check out the speed of Justine Colley-Legier, the all-time leading scorer in Canadian University women's basketball. Just a tremendous athlete. Now the athletic director right here at Halifax Grammar School, where she played her high school basketball. Went on to have a standout career, one of the best to ever do it in U Sports women's basketball with the St. Mary's Huskies. She's in the St. Mary's Hall of Fame and the Nova Scotia Sports Hall of Fame, and continues to play at a high level. Look at this. Colley-Legier pokes it away. Wasn't quite going to dive into the stands here, as Cawley now gets it in for Kane Norden. Surely there's some kind of cousin relation between Corenda Cawley and Justine Colley-Legier, and they're guarding each other here. Pretty cool moment. Now Courtney Kane Norden unable to save that one, as talking pregame with the Title Queens. They've had a couple practices, but you know, a lot of these players first time in this league, as Lizzie Beals-Ishiemi working down low, able to get the up and under for 2. Now McKinnon, 3-point shooter, herself a former St. Mary's Husky. Step back 3, rims out. Beals-Ishiemi with the rebound, and they're going to say it was out of bounds as it touched the black support on the backboard. So Thunder will take over. Oh, the scoreboard is out as well. Currently, the Thunder lead 10-2, 7:38 remaining in the first quarter. You're watching live action of Maritime Women's Basketball Association Season 5 right here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. As another hoop there for Krutenborg makes it 12-2. And Bianca Helmig called with the foul in the backcourt. First personal, first team foul on Helmig. Get in for Lucia McKay. Now Colley around the Kane Norden screen. Cut off, gets it to Maharaj. Maharaj downhill. Through contact, no whistle, no good. Another rebound for Colley Legier. Pushing it. Colley Legier gets to the left and once again is fouled. And she'll head to the line for a chance at 2 free throws. Justine Colley Legier, 5'7" guard out of East Preston, Nova Scotia. This is her second season with the Halifax Thunder. Last season with the team averaged nearly 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals per game. As mentioned, the all-time leading scorer in Canadian University sport basketball on the women's side with 2,376 points. Averaged 24 points per game over her 5-season career with the St. Mary's Huskies from 2009 to 2014. And another turnover as that goes off the hands of Kane Norden. And Saunders settles into the 3, knocks it down. Sandy Saunders, nothing but net. And a 15-point lead. The Tidal Queens are going to call a timeout and talk things over. As we'll take a look at some action here. Just going to have to pull up the sponsor reads. I haven't gotten any yet. Colley Legier pushing in transition. Nice no-look pass ahead for Saunders for the easy 2. And another rebound and push here by Colley Legier. Maybe the same play. In fact, it is, but you can see the vision of Justine there. So nice, we show it to you thrice. Then Sandy Saunders with the steal and ends up on the free throw line where she knocked down a pair. Foul there against the Tidal Queens. All right, I have, is it worth it? The last time I have MWBA sponsor reads was 2024. I'm going to have to check in with someone from the league. I know Atlantic Lottery Proline is still a presenting sponsor. Now Colley Legier. That's just Colley. Now Kane Norden driving. Krutenborg got a piece of that one. And tie up of bodies. What a pass. Colley Legier again to Callie. And she lays it up and in. It's right-hand layups all day for Krutenborg. Oh, diving for that loose ball was Beals Ishiemi. And the Thunder are going to clear out what they have of a bench. They'll bring in number 7, Ava McNutt. Number 6, Sophie Atkinson. Number 10, Kayla Gillespie-Craft. And number 15, Alexis Evans. Evans and Atkinson returning after playing last year with the Thunder. Alexis Evans here defending Courtney Kane Norden. Kane Norden on the drive. Hits rim, but can't get it to drop. Now Beals Ishiemi, the lone remaining starter, over for Ava McNutt. Beals Ishiemi settles into a 3. No. Tapped into the hands of Maharaj. Here comes Kendra McKinnon. McKinnon down the left wing. Cut off by Atkinson. Kicks it out for Colley. She'll attack middle. Spins and hits. Tough hit there for Corenda Colley. Atkinson on the run out, lays it up and in. Yeah, the transition game of the Thunder is giving serious problems to the Title Queens, who haven't made a substitution yet. We're halfway through this first quarter. Lucia McKay finds Kane Norden. She'll drive into traffic. Stripped on the way up by Evans. And here comes Gillespie Kraft. Oh, big hit there, and it's going to be a charge as Lucia McKay plants her feet and takes the contact. Take another look here. You see Gillespie Kraft comes away with the steal. But, oh yeah, big collision there, and Lucia McKay still in. Tyler Malloy, a MWBA vet, previously played with the Lake City 56ers and Windsor Edge, former Mount St. Vincent Mystic. As Kendra McKinnon, deep three, no. Long rebound tracked down by Ava McNutt. Here's Bielsa-Shiemi, what a pass. And Atkinson lays it up and in. Those two former Acadia Axe women teammates connect for the transition bucket. And the Thunder lead is up to 19 points. Kane Norden underneath. Doesn't get it to drop. And it's going to be Thunder ball heading the other way. As Sandy Saunders will check in, replacing Gillespie Kraft, who may have gotten a little bit of a knock on that hard collision. She's going to go right to the trainer's table. Saunders. Now Bielsa-Shiemi rips, drives baseline, misses, gets her own rebound. McNutt, three ball, connects. Ava McNutt from downtown. McNutt had an excellent rookie season with the St. FX X-Women this season, as Malloy misses the mid-range jumper. And here's McNutt pushing in transition. McNutt knocked off the ball by Titus. Sends it up to the top of the key. Bielsa-Shiemi on the blow-by. Stops, pops, and gets it to drop. Friendly bounce for Lizzie Bielsa-Shiemi. And the lead is up to 24. Malloy leaves it for, that's Issa McKay, the older sister of Lucia McKay. Kane Norden puts up a long two. No. Rebound tapped into the hands of Saunders, and she'll push the other way. Atkinson underneath, feeds it out. That ball is tipped. It's going to remain Thunder ball, and they'll take over with 12 seconds on the shot clock from their own baseline. As checking in for the first time today is number 14, Zoe Momberquette. A University of King's College Blue Devil, suiting up in her first year with the MWBA for the Title Queens. And that pass, Momberquette sails it over the head of McKay. Now McNutt drops it off for Atkinson, blocked on the way up by Titus. Momberquette pushing, transition, drops it off for Malloy. Wow, big time swat there by Ava McNutt. McNutt was I think a two-time Metro High School Defensive Player of the Year over her tremendous career with the Halifax West Warriors, where she was a one-time provincial champ, three-time Metro champ, one of the best high school teams that Metro Halifax has seen on the girls' side in a long, long time. That three is up by Momberquette, no good. Another one and done as Sophie Atkinson corrals the rebound. Now Helmick, knifing, kicks it out. Saunders catch and shoot three, rims out. Again, Thunder so aggressive on the offensive glass, and they're going to maintain possession here. Awesome, excellent work by Alexis Evans. As we get Haley Griffin, big number 44, checking in for the first time for the Title Queens. Evans, dribble handoff for Helmick. Gets downhill, kicks it. Evans, baseline jumper, doesn't get the roll. Crash in the glass, no. blocked by Griffin, but it is Sandy Saunders who finishes it up on the third chance opportunity. Thunder with 30 points in this first quarter, still 2 minutes left to play. Griffin, oh, what a pass. Nice little no-look pass from Haley Griffin, and that will result in a pair of free throws for Issa McKay. I've got lots of notes here for the Thunder, but I'm a little behind on the Title Queens. I'll have it soon. So Issa McKay from New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, 5'9" guard at the North Nova Education Center. She played 2 seasons with the St. Mary's Huskies, including winning the AUS Championship in 2023. She had a role on that team, averaging just over 2 points and a rebound per game and 6 minutes per game. Attacking the other way, though, is Ava McNutt. McNutt was an AUS All-Rookie selection in her first year with the St. FX X-Women this year. McKay on the drive. Stolen by McNutt. Over the top. Helmig right back to McNutt. Beautiful passing on the fast break, and Sandy Saunders the beneficiary. And another steal by Atkinson. An easy transition offense for the Thunder. They lead by 30. And we still have over a minute remaining in this quarter. This is number 4, Kaylee Axworthy out of the University of Crandall Chargers. Mumbercat for 3, no. Rebound tapped around, corralled by Saunders. Cross court for Atkinson. Beautiful pass over the top. Evans misses the layup. Rebounded by Griffin. Mumbercat is going to slow it down, looking for the ball screen. McKay brings the handoff, denied. Now, oh, nice feed there from Axworthy underneath. But Griffin couldn't handle the heat on that pass. Thunder take over, 37 seconds remaining. Chance for a 2-for-1 if they go quick, which the Thunder always go quick. Helmig, downhill. Has her pocket picked by Malloy. Now Mombercat puts up a 3, halfway down, rims out. Rebounded by Atkinson, saved by McNutt. Helmig is going to slow it down. Shot clock is off. Thunder will take the last shot. Bianca Helmig, an AUS first-team All-Star this past season with the Acadia Axwomen. Now Helmig dancing, driving, drops it off for Grutenboer. No, follow. Can't get it to drop. And that's the first quarter. Thunder lead by 30, but, you know, I think we did see some nice plays from the Title Queens. They're competing. And speaking pregame with head coach Lonnie States, he knows they're not going to be the top team in the league this year, but says, you know, they're hoping to grow together. How's it going? Grow together, get better and better as the season progresses, and hopefully get to the chance where, you know, they can make some noise come the MWBA Legacy Cup. Take a look here at some of the highlights. Sandy Saunders with the steal. Saunders scored several buckets in that first quarter. Oh, and I got a couple texts here. So our league presenting partner is Proline Stadium Co. And I do have an email here previously, although I'm finding the font difficult to read here. Atlantic Lottery Proline is thrilled to partner with the Maritime Women's Basketball Association for what is sure to be an incredible season. Atlantic Lottery's Proline Stadium is the only 100% legal sports betting destination in Atlantic Canada, and they are very proud to support this incredible league and its athletes right here at home. Also, we'd like to give a shout out to league partner Balsam Ridge Forest Domes Incorporated and Sierra Hydration. Thanks again to everybody for tuning in to live action of the MWBA. I want us to be live and interactive as always, so I'm not sure if the YouTube comments are up and running. I can't see them, but drop a comment or reach out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media platform you prefer. Reach out to Maritime Athletic Profiles. Let us know who you're cheering for, how you're feeling, who you'd like to see interviewed at halftime. Throughout the Thunder season, I plan on interviewing all their players at halftime. No one gets away without an interview. As Issa McKay driving hard to the hoop, and she ends up on the free throw line shooting 2. McKay's got a nice shoe game for these purple Tidal Queens jerseys with the purple and pink. Oh, yeah. As McKay splits a pair of free throws. Now Helmig. This is a down low. 3 ball up by Gillespie Craft, and no good, but it will remain Thunder ball. Yet another offensive rebound for Halifax. They have Collie Legier, Grutenboer, Helmig, Atkinson, and Gillespie Craft. And Atkinson is tripped up on the drive by number 6, Quendara Provo. And that will put Sophie Atkinson on the free throw line to shoot 2. Atkinson in her 3rd season with the Thunder. Last year averaged better than 8 points, 6 rebounds in 23 minutes per game. Actually was tied with Alexis Evans for the team lead in field goal percentage at 51%. The 5'9" guard out of Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Began her collegiate career at Holland College before transferring to Acadia, where she played 2 seasons, including winning the AUS Championship in 2022. So looking at their roster here, for the Thunder, Sandy Saunders, Bianca Helmig, Sophie Atkinson, Lizzie Beals-Eshiemi, all were on the 2022 AUS champion Axwomen. As Justine Collie Legier driving hard to the hoop as she does, and she'll get a chance for her 5th and 6th free throws of this first half. Collie Legier suited up in the inaugural season for the Thunder. Started at this level with this team, but unfortunately had a serious knee injury. Tore up her right knee in an MWBA game. Sat out for a season, but able to return to the Thunder last year and made a big impact. Was named a 2nd-team MWBA All-Star. Averaged 14 points, 6 rebounds per game. As McKay taking it right at Collie Legier. That's something I always liked about McKay. She is fearless driving to the hoop. Doesn't matter who's guarding her. And we've seen it here. I believe Issa McKay has 5 of the first 9 points. But Collie Legier, always the competitor, gets right back at McKay with the step up 2. McKay will put up a 3. No good. Collie Legier with the rebound, and look at the pace she plays with. Same spot. Different result. Rebound tipped up by Grutenboer, but it's Mombercat who comes away with it. McKay. Collie Legier gambled on the steal, and it's going to remain Tidal Queens ball. The block there by number 10, Kayla Gillespie Craft. As Maharaj checks back in for the Tidal Queens. Both teams do have some players not here today. For the Thunder, they don't have Haley McDonald, Emily Nunez-Sabian, Maddie White, Lauren Neve, or Mally Straker. The Tidal Queens playing without Nikiva Wilson-Brown and Lily Newbury. We'll tell you a little bit more of those players when we get the chance. Atkinson driving into traffic. Good help there by Kane Norden forcing the steal. Collie Legier, that's another patented move of her, jumping to break up a pass and getting the defensive rebound. Headman pass for Gillespie Craft. Now Helmig driving. Again, cut off by Kane Norden. Good defensive positioning by Courtney. Forces the tie-up. It's going to remain Thunder ball with 16 on the shot clock as Lucia McKay checks back in, replacing Zoe Mombercat. Collie Legier. Oh, what a play. Fakes using the screen, goes the other way, leaves the defender in the dust, but has it poked away and stolen by Maharaj. Now, Lucia McKay misses, rebounded by her older sister, Isa. Maharaj on the drive, no good off glass. Gillespie Craft rebounds. Stolen away by Kane Norton. Continues to make her mark on the defensive end. Pull-up jumper. No, gets her own rebound and lays it up and in. Nice play there by Courtney Kane Norton. As Lucy McKay picks up her first personal, third team foul. And we get some substitutions. Alexis Evans and Lizzie Beals-Ishiemi in for the Thunder. And Tidal Queens made some subs too. But there is number 10, Kayla Gillespie Craft, knocking down the triple. Gillespie Craft, 6-foot guard out of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and Holy Cross High School. Just played her first season with the Mount Royal Cougars. And the Mount Royal Cougars and their head coach, Robin Fleckenstein, who herself is I believe she's a Wolfville native, somewhere in the valley. As three goes up, rims out. I'll find that out, actually. I don't want to get anything wrong about Coach Robin Fleckenstein. But she's got herself a nice little summer development system with the Halifax Thunder. Last year we saw Haley Lawler and Alexis Evans come out to Halifax for the summer. Played at a very high level. I believe Lawler, I want to say she got a pro look partially off her tape with the Thunder. As Courtney Kane Norton is starting to heat up. That is a tough step back jumper from 18 feet. And Kane Norton with 6 points. Tidal Queens up to 13 here in the first half. Helmig has that shot blocked out of play. Some Tidal Queens supporters wanted to travel. As Tyler Malloy checks back in. All right, Robin Fleckenstein's hometown is listed as Annapolis Valley High, or Annapolis Valley. She went to Horton High. And she's in her 7th season as head coach with the Mount Royal Cougars. Very respectable 10-10 in a tough Canada West this past season. Kendra McKinnon, that's what the Tidal Queens were waiting for. Their first 3 of their franchise history. And who else but Kendra McKinnon, who I believe was the first player they announced. Kendra McKinnon hits the first 3. And Lizzie Beals-Ishiemi answers with a 3 of her own. Confirmed, Kendra McKinnon was the first. Here she goes again. Just doesn't get that one to rim in. McKinnon was a great three-point shooter with the St. Mary's Huskies. In fact, she was the all-time leading three-point scorer in program history up until 2 years ago when former Thunder Alina McMillan beat her record with the Huskies. Alexis Evans finishes up her own miss with the putback layup. Evans, and there's McKinnon, another 3. Oh, she's feeling it now. That one off back rim. She's got a little bit of a funky release, but she gets crazy bounces. I played in a co-ed league one time as Justine Collie-Legier showing her range, knocking down the 3. Collie-Legier, three-point shooting has never really been the biggest strength of her game, but clearly she's been working out at this grammar school gym. What a pass there. Beals-Ishiemi threading the needle, no look. And Evans the beneficiary. And man, oh man, how much fun are the Halifax Thunder to watch? I'm going to try to read out this PA read, but huge shout out to our buddy Terry Kroll, TC Sports Media, the official photographer of the Halifax Thunder, and for my money, the Halifax basketball scene. Always here, always working hard. As What was I talking about? So much going on here. Let's talk a little bit more about the Mount Royal Cougars. So, as mentioned, Alexis Evans played her first season last year with Mount Royal. You know, as a first year in a tough Canada West division, she did not get a whole lot of playing time. I have here actually, well, no, but didn't play a whole lot in her first season with the Cougars, but you know, clearly has a love for basketball. If I recall, she had some family out on the East Coast, so Coach Robin Fleckenstein helped hook her up with the Thunder. Came out here with her teammate Haley Lawler, and they played for the Thunder and had a great time, so much so that Evans is back here. But Evans really had a breakout season after her MWBA experience. This past season, appeared in 19 games with the Cougars, starting 13, better than 20 minutes per game, 6 points, 5 rebounds. So a breakout season for Alexis Evans, and I'll ask her about it at some point, but I like to think that that was partially a result of the increased confidence she got playing here with the Thunder. And this year, another Cougars first year who didn't get a whole lot of regular season play time, as there's a block by Evans on Kane Norton. Ball still live, 4 seconds. Kane Norton puts up a long two. Doesn't get anything. Now McNutt drops it off for Saunders. Back out for McNutt. She'll attack middle. Gets a step. Floats it up and in. Tough finish there by Ava McNutt. But yeah, as mentioned, another Mount Royals Cougar first year, Kayla Gillespie-Craft decides to take the trip cross country to the East Coast and suit up for the Thunder, and hopefully will parlay that increased court time and experience into a bigger role with Coach Fleckenstein and the Cougars next season. There's a floater. It's good for Axworthy, the former Crandall Charger. That cuts the lead to 38. Ava McNutt on the dribble handoff. McNutt kicks it out. 3 ball is up. Rims out. Beals Ishiemi drops it off. Now Saunders. Over now for McNutt. McNutt kicks to the corner. Evans for 3. No. Rebound. Evans gets it and hits it. What a first half for Alexis Evans, and I think she may be our first half interview subject if she's not too tired. She's played a lot of minutes. Again, Thunder shorthanded with just 9 players today. Malloy, floater, no. Cawley underneath, puts it up and in. Karenda Cawley gets the hoop. Beals Ishiemi brings it across the timeline. 2:21 remaining. Good quarter here for the Title Queens, as they scored 16 points in this second quarter, but defensively leaving something to be desired. Deep 3, Beals Ishiemi, no. Cawley tracks down the rebound, and she's going to bring it up court herself. What a seal by Kane Norton, puts it up and gets it to drop. Courtney Kane Norton, what a first half. McNutt on the blow-by, puts it up and in. Nice job there by Ava McNutt in her first MWBA game, fitting in quite well with this veteran Thunder team. Axworthy coughs it up off the drive, and Mombercat checks in for the Title Queens. Atkinson and Saunders in for the Thunder. .131 remaining. McNutt pressured by Malloy. Grotenboer has that pass tipped back. Now Atkinson around the screen. Grotenboer, good defense there. Issa McKay with the steal. Great pass ahead. Cawley unable to finish with the reverse. And here comes Evans. Drops it down, stolen away by Kane Norton. McKay gets deep. Kane Norton for three, no. What a half for Courtney Kane Norton though, and good ball pressure there by Zoe Mombercat. Results in the Thunder turnover. We'll have 14 on the shot clock. Baseline inbound here for the Title Queens. Kane Norton to trigger. Gets it in for Cawley. Teed up by McNutt. Cawley, a little bit of a strength advantage. Kane Norton rejected by Grotenboer. And we'll have a baseline inbound here. 7 on the shot clock. Kane Norton gets it in for Cawley. Corenda Cawley floats it up, no. Rebounded by Saunders. Up ahead for Atkinson. Now McNutt. Up top for Saunders. She thought about the three. Now she'll shoot the three short. Malloy with the rebound for the Title Queens. About 3-second difference game in shot clock, and head coach Lonnie States says, let's hold for one. Mombercat steps into a long two. No. Saunders now will have the chance for the final shot. Will the Thunder? No, they won't. Actually, yes, they will. Grotenboer able to save it. McNutt over for Saunders. Chased off the line, pulls up the long two. No. And that will do it for the first half. 60-22 is our score. Exciting MWBA action brought to you by Steel Mitsubishi, RBC Securities, Scotia Wealth Management, and a few other things, including Atlantic Lottery Pro Line. I'm going to grab my interview subject. We'll be right back. Welcome back. MWBA Halftime Report, joined now by Alexis Evans of the Halifax Thunder. Alexis, you're back for year 2 with the Thunder. Tell me a little bit about your decision to come back out to the East Coast and play at this high level for the month of May and June.
Honestly, it was just, I had so much fun last year. Like the team environment, it just brought like such a fun aspect to basketball that I had to do it again after my second year. Like there's nothing like it, truly.
And probably a little bit of unfinished business with how last year ended up. You've got a few returning players, I think 5 from last year's team that you would have played with, but tell me a little bit about your thoughts of the Thunder team so far.
No, I love this team. Like we're super intense. Like we've only had one practice so far, and that practice was just like hard work in basketball, and that's part of the fun.
And you brought a new Mount Royal Cougar teammate with you this year, Kaylee Gillespie-Craft. She just finished her first year. Similar situation to you last year. Tell me a little bit about your friendship with her, how she ended up out here, and what advice you gave to her, if any, about playing in this league.
No, Kayla's one of my best friends on the team. Like I love having her. Our birthdays are like 4 days apart, so when we came into our first year together, we're like, oh my gosh, we're like twins. Honestly, the only real advice that I gave her was to just have fun. Like this league is fun, and that's kind of it.
And I saw you had a much bigger role this year with Mount Royal. Do you credit the MWBA and your experience with the Thunder last year to that at all, or?
Oh, fully. I don't think I would have had the confidence that I did going into my second year if I didn't come out and play for the Thunder. Like, it brought back the love of basketball, truly.
Great. Well, shout out to Coach Robin. I'm sure she's watching. Anyone else you want to give a shout out to?
My mom, I didn't give her a shout out last year, so I have to give her a shout out this year.
All right. Thanks, Alexis. Great first half, and we'll see you throughout the season.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. That's Alexis Evans of the Halifax Thunder. Another one of the things that makes the MWBA so great. Thunder and Title Queens, it's halftime. We'll be back in a few minutes with another interview. Definitely a player with the Title Queens. Who knows who else we'll find here at the Halifax Grammar School. We'll see you in a second. Great. Thank you. All right, welcome back to the MWBA Halftime Report, and I'm here now with Corenda Colley of the Truro Title Queens, the expansion franchise. Corenda, good to see you. Good to see you hooping at a high level here. I remember you playing at Dal and then St. FX. Tell me a little bit about your decision to suit up in the MWBA with the Title Queens this year.
Yeah, well, honestly, I had one of a friend of mine reach out and ask me to play. I was actually on my way driving to another game, and he said, hey, I need you to come play out of retirement. I said, I guess so. I'll lace up.
And I'm sure you know Coach Lonnie and a couple girls on the team. I guess you've had like just 2 practices so far, but tell me a little bit about how the team's coming together. Obviously a tough first game against the Thunder.
Yeah, so we got a lot of quick guards. We just need to find the rhythm with each other. A lot of us we haven't played together, so it's just all about finding that balance on the court and figuring out our strengths as individuals and as a team.
And your matchup for most of today is another Collie. You told me a distant cousin, but obviously someone that's very well known in the women's basketball scene out here. What's it like guarding Justine and going bucket for bucket with her at times?
Yeah, honestly, I said to Coach, I was like, I guarded her my whole career. I'm done. But he's like, no, you got this. So it's a great matchup. I'm excited to obviously be on the court and compete with her again. And yeah, bucket for bucket, we'll see what happens. She's a great player. She knows how to use her body, and so yeah, we'll see.
One of the cool things about the MWBA is it brings people back to the sport after some time away. I guess you've kept playing, but tell us a little bit about what you're doing now, and I see you got a little one in the crowd too.
Yeah, so first priority, obviously, my little one, Kiara, she's 9 months. Outside of that, I do a lot of work with the community, so I help, I'm a case manager, so I do a lot of work with the homeless individuals and help them day to day with their addictions and stuff like that.
That's fantastic. And I mean, what's it mean for you to, continue get the chance to play here at a high level in front of your family, in front of your friends, and in front of your little one?
Yeah, it's good to say that the old girl still got it in her. I mean, I'm aging, so like I see a lot of young girls coming up, and just knowing that like at this age you can still compete, it's a good opportunity. Well,
Corenda and the Title Queens are certainly competing today. I don't know about you, I'm excited for that home opener May 10th in Truro.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a good one.
All right, thanks to Corenda Collie. Fantastic first half. Good luck in the second half. Thank you. Once again, the stories of the MWBA, everybody's got a cool story. I remember watching Corenda play back when I was working at Dal 10, 12 years ago, so very cool to see her out here still getting buckets for the Title Queens. We're going to be right back with the second half MWBA action powered by Maritime Athletic Profiles. All right, welcome back. Live coverage of the MWBA on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Atlantic Lotteries Proline is thrilled to partner with the MWBA for what is to be an incredible season. Atlantic Lotteries Proline Stadium is the only 100% legal sports betting destination in Atlantic Canada, and they are very proud to support this incredible league and its athletes right here at home. And Balsam Ridge Forest Domes is a luxury geodesic dome resort in southeastern New Brunswick and a proud partner of the MWBA. If you're looking for the ultimate treetop glamping experience in Atlantic Canada, this is it. I had never heard of that until right now. I'm thinking about looking that up. And Sierra Hydration is proud to be the official electrolyte partner of the MWBA. Sierra is a Canadian-owned and women-led company here to support the hydration needs of all MWBA athletes. All right, we got the ad reads. Great job. Shout out producer Kaylee. Shout out to Corenda Colley and Alexis Evans on the halftime interviews. I do have some scoring updates here for you. For the Thunder, Sandy Saunders leading the way with 11 first half points. Justine Colley-Legier adding 10. Balanced scoring. Elizabeth Beals-Ishiemi with 9. Ava McNutt with 9. Sylvie Atkinson with 8. Alexis Evans with 6. Callie Grutenboer with 4, and Kayla Gillespie-Kraft with 3. Meanwhile, for the title queens, Corenda Colley and Courtney Kane Norden each with 6. Issa McKay with 5. Kendra McKinnon, who's right in front of me, about to inbound the basketball with 3. And Kaylee Axworthy with 2. So back to the starting lineups, I believe, for both teams. The title queens will start with Corenda Colley, Courtney Kane Norden, Kendra McKinnon, Nalini Maharaj, and Lucia McKay. And McKay right to McKinnon, couple of North Nova's finest. Around the horn, Maharaj looking to drive. Maharaj spinning into traffic. Oh, what a take. Nalini Maharaj up and in with the left hand around Colley-Legier. Tough finish. Looks like a zone to start for the title queens, and Grutenboer unable to finish the layup down low. McKay brings it across the timeline. Title queens trail by 36. Colley, contested jumper in the lane. Good defense by Saunders. And here comes Colley-Legier across the timeline. Picked up by her cousin, Corenda Colley. Now Saunders. Triple is up and triple is down. 14 big ones for Sandy Saunders. And I believe she's moved her way up the Thunder all-time scoring list. In fact, she has. She has passed Sammy Russell for third all-time in franchise scoring. 205 points for Saunders in this, her 26th regular season game. And we have a violation on the inbound against the title queens. Now Beals-Ishiemi for 3. Yes! Back-to-back jacks from a couple of former acts. Women, that is. As Saunders and Beals-Ishiemi tickle the twine with back-to-back triples. And the lead is up to 42. Colley fakes the dribble handoff. Now gives it up for Courtney Kane Norden. She'll pull up, elbow jumper, no good. Rebounded by Saunders, and here come the Thunder. Helmig tripped up. Colley-Legier. Oh, skip pass from Beals-Ishiemi, a little bit high for the diminutive Bianca Helmig. Standing 5'6". Haven't really talked about Helmig a whole lot. She was a standout last year. Was an MWBA All-Star in her first season in the league with the Thunder. This past year was a first-team AUS All-Star and led the AUS in assists per game with 5.1. Kendra McKinnon able to get the layup to go down under. Oh, okay. I did get a correction here. Kayla Gillespie-Kraft is a second-year Mount Royal Cougar. Thank you for the correction. I think I looked at the stats. She may have redshirted her first year, but I will update my sheet. Thanks again for the correction and the feedback. As Kane Norden able to get the reverse to go, and Courtney Kane Norden continues her strong play. She's up to 10 points now to lead the Title Queens. But the three-point attack of the Thunder as Bianca Helmig hits one all the way from Speyer, Germany. Kane Norden now. Calling for the ISO. Gets downhill into traffic. Kali Legier, that's Ishiemi coming away with a steal. Saunders. Touch pass. Back out. Helmig. Back to back. The three-point shooting of this Thunder team. I believe they are 4 for 4 from beyond the arc to open this third quarter. And the lead is up to 44. Lucia McKay. Defended by Helmig. McKay takes a bump. Kicks it out for Kane Norden. She'll put up a three. Short. Gets her own rebound. Good hustle. Drops it off for McKinnon, and she scores. Well, the offense of the Title Queens has really woken up since that first quarter. But defensively, they're still looking for answers against this high-scoring Thunder attack. Saunders misses. Cawley gets the rebound. And we're going to get a foul against Lizzie Beals Ishiemi. As a couple substitutions here. The Thunder empty their bench. Ava McNutt, Kayla Gillespie-Craft, Alexis Evans, and Sophie Atkinson join Sandy Saunders as the lone remaining starter. And a turnover there as the McKay sisters not on the same page. That's Lucia missing her sister Issa on the backdoor cut. Saunders for three, no. Katie Titus into the game for the Title Queens. Titus, a former St. Thomas University Tommy. And once again, there's Issa McKay putting her head down and attacking the hoop hard. Look at that, the crossover. Getting to the lane, and Gillespie Craft picks up her second personal. Issa McKay on the free throw line, where she's already made 3 today. Make that 4. Make it 5. Issa McKay now up to 7 points. But coming the other way, Alexis Evans with an easy 2. McKinnon misses the 3. Round the horn. Gillespie Craft, nice ball movement, and Evans hits another one. Alexis Evans heating up in a big way. She's got 10 points off the Thunder bench. And a steal, and Ava McNutt goes in for the uncontested 2. Ava McNutt with 11 off the bench in her first career MWBA game. Issa McKay cut off, just heaves that one up. Another offensive rebound for Kane Norden. Titus unable to corral that offensive rebound, and here comes Sophie Atkinson. Missed layup there by Saunders. Now Kane Norden. Evans gets a poke. Kane Norden, free throw line jumper, no. Saunders able to save the rebound. Dangerous pass there, but Evans controls it. Now Craft, or Gillespie Craft rather. I'll get her name down. And apologies, I called her Kaylee during the interview. You're Kaylee. Shout out my producer Kaylee, but that's Kayla Gillespie Craft, second year Mount Royal Cougar. wearing number 10 for the Halifax Thunder. As the 3 ball is good, Zoe Monburquette hits the step back triple, and the lead is down to 43. McNutt now. Tightly defended by Malloy. Round the horn for Gillespie Craft. She'll drive baseline. Cut off. Tied up. And it's going to go to the possession arrow. It will remain Thunder ball. They'll get a baseline inbound with 7 seconds on the shot clock. McNutt to trigger. She's out there with Saunders, Evans, Gillespie Craft, and Atkinson. Gets it in for Evans. Long 2, no good. Good defensive positioning by Malloy, but McNutt able to save it for a second chance opportunity. Atkinson misses, but Saunders is there. Sandy Saunders, the lead scorer in this game. That's 16 points for her. And with 16 points, Saunders is moving all the way up the MWBA career scoring board as she checks out for Lizzie Beals-Ishiemi. Saunders now 23rd in all-time lead scoring with 203 points. Sorry, 207 points now as Alexis Evans scores another 2. She's got 12. Monburquette around the Griffin screen. Stolen by McNutt. Collie Legier. Beals-Ishiemi. That pass is tipped and tipped again off the hands of Gillespie Craft, and the Title Queens will take over as we have a foul there by McNutt. Ava McNutt playing tremendous full court defense. She's got to have 4 or 5 steals already in this game. And that's one thing she brought to St. FX from day one as a university player. Really good on-ball defense. Here is Quindara Provo. She played at St. FX. Provo. Well, hammer action finds Malloy. Monburquette from deep out. No good. And goes out the door onto Tower Road, as the Thunder will take over. Beals-Ishiemi finds Evans in the dunker spot extended. Can't get the baseline jumper to go. It's a tough shot, that little 8-footer on the baseline, but Evans never been shy of shooting a baseline jumper. McKay can't get the layup to drop, but gets the steal. What a steal! Issa McKay, and she is back on the free throw line. Second personal against Issa McKay. Or second personal against Sophie Atkinson, rather. And Issa McKay back to the free throw line where she is 5 of 6 on the day. McKay hits the first. During McKay's career with the St. Mary's Huskies, she was a 50% free throw shooter. But that's 7 of 8 today. And Issa McKay, 9 points. Second on the team behind Courtney Kane-Norden's 10. Beals-Ishiemi finds Evans. McNutt cut off by Provo. Now Beals-Ishiemi. Ooh, count it, and one. What a low pickup and floater. And Griffin. Watch this one. That little low pickup. Such an advanced move to the lefty floater through the contact, and Lizzie Beals-Ishiemi on the free throw line looking to convert the 3-point play. Unable to do so. That's rebounded by Axworthy, and she'll drop it off for Issa McKay. Tied up. It will remain with the Title Queens with 12 on the shot clock. Haven't really read much about Elizabeth Beals-Ishiemi today, but she's also a former U Sports All-Canadian. This is her third season in this league. She played in 2022 with the Thunder, played in 2024 with the Lake City 56ers, where she was a first-team MWBA All-Star, as there is Gillespie Kraft knocking down her second three of the afternoon. She's got 6 points, and the lead is up to 50. Provo on the drive. Somehow that ball makes it out to Mombercat into traffic. Somehow gets it up, but unable to finish. Now McNutt. Weaving through defenders. Ava McNutt drops it off for Sophie Atkinson. And Atkinson, all she does is finish transition layups for this team. That's 10 points for her. Provo, shot clock is, well, there's less than a second difference between the game and shot clock. Griffin, shot clock down to 2. Griffin just heaves it up and hits it. A buzzer beater for Haley Griffin. And that's a highlight for the Truro Title Queens. Rack that one up, producer Kaylee. Got to take another look at that buzzer beater. Shot clock winding down. Griffin catches at the elbow, takes a dribble, just flings it up there, nothing but nets. Back to a 50-point difference. You're watching live coverage of the MWBA on Maritime Athletic Profiles. I've got some other thing to read here as we'll take a look at some highlights. Halifax Thunder would like to thank the following premier partners for their generous support this season: Steel Mitsubishi, BMO Wealth, Sancton Access, RBC Dominion Securities, Christine Santama Design, Scotia Wealth Management, and Young Kempt Physiotherapy. And the Thunder are back in action tomorrow, Sunday, May 3rd, when they cross the bridge to take on the Lake City 56ers at Cole Harbour High School. Game time is 3 p.m. Busy day today in the MWBA. I believe there are 3 games going on. Let me see here. Yep, 3 games going on. The Moncton Mystics and Lake City 56ers played at 3 p.m. The Fredericton Freeze visit the defending champion Miramichi Hurricanes at 6 p.m. That's one thing I guess I really haven't talked about is some of the history of this league. Last year, the Miramichi Hurricanes defeated the Lake City 56ers in the 4th Legacy Cup Championship. But the Halifax Thunder have been the class of this league since its first season in 2022. Overall, they're 43-5 in regular season and playoff games combined. But last year, a bit of a down year. They finished, well, they won the 3rd place bronze medal game, but finished 8-4, just 7-3 in the regular season, and then lost in the semifinal. I believe it was to the Miramichi Hurricanes before defeating Fredericton in the 3rd place matchup. The 2 seasons previous, the Thunder had an unblemished record. 12-0 in 2024, 12-0 in 2023, and the Legacy Cup Championship. The season prior, their lone loss was to the Halifax Hornets in the Legacy Cup Championship game. They went 11-1 that season. So, yeah, I mean, you hear it, 43-5 overall. This team has done a whole lot of winning. They've got some returning players, 5 to be exact. Sorry, no, 6 actually. Sandy Saunders, Bianca Helmig, Justine Colley-Legier, Sophie Atkinson, Emily Nunez-Sabian, who's not with the team here today, and Alexis Evans. And then 2 players who previously played for the team, in Haley McDonald, who's not here today, and Elizabeth Beals-Ishiemi. As we get an offensive foul there against the Title Queens. 9:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. Grutenboer can't get the free throw line jumper to go. Now on the run out is Axworthy. Good defensive positioning by Helmig as Collie Legier gets the rebound. Saunders for three, connects. Sandy Saunders, what a ball game she's having. That makes 19 points to lead all scorers. Axworthy looking to answer with the three, no. Grutenboer unable to control it. Now Provo with the straightaway three, no good. Saunders with the rebound. And McNutt will bring it across the timeline. Over for Collie Legier. Round the horn, Collie Legier for three, connects. Justine's second triple of the half. She's got 16, trailing only Saunders in the game lead scorer. The Thunder Vets leading the way for the shorthanded team today. And look at the hustle. Collie Legier hits the deck, comes away with the steal. McNutt, again, weaving through defenders in transition, but Maharaj with a nice hustle play to come away with the steal. Now here's Provo. Crosses the timeline. Feeds McKay in the corner. McKay puts up the three. No good. Rebounded by Saunders. Outlet for Collie Legier. Nice pass. Grutenboer puts it up and in. Count it, and one. Callie Grutenboer, the 6'5" post out of Windsor and Thunder Bay, Ontario. Chance to score three the hard way rather. She's got 6 points in her MWBA debut. And Grutenboer hits the free throw. Again, she was an OUA first-team All-Star this season with the Windsor Lancers. Shout out head coach Chantel Vallée. Thank you for following me on Instagram this week. It's funny, I was shocked, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? I think I know what that is. I had heard rumors that there was a big addition from Windsor joining the Thunder, and there certainly is. As Maharaj with a nice lefty layup. Nalini Maharaj has 4 today. She's the vet of the, as look at that. Grutenboer, too big, too strong, too skilled. Getting that seal on Maharaj. Nice catch over the top and easily putting it in for another 2. That makes 9 points in her MWBA debut. As Collie Legier comes away with the steal. Advances for McNutt. Grutenboer with the seal. Gets the offensive rebound. But Provo able to steal it away. It's one thing. This is going to be an interesting league for Grutenboer. I mean, Canada West is known to be one of the bigger leagues in U Sports. A lot of height, a lot of size. And Kaylee Axworthy hits the 3. But, I mean, the AUS, as Sandy Saunders again, she's got 21. Yeah, the AUS is typically a much smaller league. I mean, we've seen some great bigs playing in the AUS. I think recent names, a lot played at Cape Breton. Some played at Acadia. You've got your Kiara Letlow, Allison Keogh, Hannah Brown from Cape Breton. Justine Collie Legier. I don't know the last time I've seen her make 3 threes in a game. She's always surprised me with something different. As Thunder in a big-time zone D that comes out nearly to half court. One and done. Another rebound for Collie Legier. She's got 19 points. Saunders, corner triple, no. But Collie Legier, she's got to have a double-double with rebounds. Gets another one. Kicks it out. McNutt, straightaway 3, yes. That's 14 points for Ava McNutt. 108 points. This Thunder team is just a joy to watch play basketball. And they're missing some big-time players, including former AUS MVP, U Sports All-Canadian, 51 points in the AUS Championship. Haley McDonald, who previously played with the Thunder in their first season, averaged 19 points per game, was a league all-star. McDonald, the former Acadia Axwoman, she's on vacation, I believe, with her family in Portugal right now, but will be joining the team next weekend. Also missing today for the Thunder, another current Acadia Axwoman, Emily Nunez-Sabian, the 6'1" forward out of Halifax. Also, Maddie White, who I believe was an AUS All-Star and one of the lead scorers, 5'11" forward for the Dalhousie Tigers out of Bolton, Ontario. And a pair of St. FX X-Women also not in the lineup today for the Thunder, Lauren Neve and Mally Straker. So the Thunder doing what they're doing today, scoring 108 points with over 5 minutes left to go. And they have 5 players not playing, including a couple of AUS All-Stars in Haley McDonald and Maddie White. I'm just confirming here. Yes, Maddie White was a AUS second-team All-Star this season, was 4th in the AUS with over 15 points per game in her 5th year with the Dial Tigers. She played her first 3 years with the Laurier Golden Hawks before transferring to Dial last season and finishing up her career. And great to see her sticking around the East Coast to play in the MWBA this, I call it summer, but well, it's summer today. It's 15 degrees and sunny here in beautiful South End Halifax. Hope the weather's good wherever you're watching too. McKinnon up top for Kane Norden. Helmig nearly came away with the steal. Kane Norden, what a pass. Wrap around for Titus. Misses the layup. Helmig with the rebound. And Kane Norden comes away with the steal. Now McKinnon. Cut off by Helmig. Finds Provo. Free throw line jumper is off. And Thunder will take over. They'll bring in Sophie Atkinson and Kayla Gillespie-Craft. Another new addition to the Thunder this season is on the bench. Talked a little bit about head coach Ben Miller, former Acadia Axeman, all-star player. But also Gemma Bullard, former Queen's Gale, and former Great Britain national team member. As Kendra McKinnon hits another 3. That's 9 points for McKinnon. Tying her with Issa McKay for second on the team in scoring behind Courtney Kane Norden. Good ball movement. Beals Ishiemi. Wow. I think they must have like 12, 13 threes in this half alone. The Thunder are just shooting the lights out from beyond the arc. Provo. For Kane Norden, double team comes. Malloy can't get the floater to drop. Beals Ishiemi pushing it the other way. No look pass. Kick out. Gillespie-Craft, another one. She's got a trio of triples. See if I can do some. No, you know what? I can't count that high. Whatever the MWBA record for threes in a game here, the Thunder have beat it. I guarantee it. I think they've hit like 30 threes today. Pull that up, Hoopalytics data tracking software. If they still have that, check out the MWBA website for the game stats. But yeah, the three-point shooting of the Thunder is at a whole different level right now. This half alone, they must have hit 15 threes. I know I said 12 a second ago, but I'm enhancing that number. Beals Ishiemi feeds it down low. Gillespie-Craft stepped on the end line, and the Tidal Queens will take over. 2:36 remaining in regulation in their first ever MWBA game. Tomorrow in MWBA action as Mombercat puts up a 3 and hits. A deep one for Zoe Mombercat. That's her second 3, and she's got 6 points. McNutt finds Evans at the free throw line. Kick out. Beals Ishiemi Too strong on that corner three. Provo with the rebound. Pointing. McKinnon, deep one. Looking for the bank. Not open this Saturday. McNutt, she'll walk into a three. No. Just turning it into a three-point shootout here. It's McKinnon will bring it across the timeline. Passes for Titus. Up fake. Puts it up. No. Bielsa-Shiemi with 90 seconds remaining in regulation. She'll bring it across half. Picked up by Montburquette. Back for Bielsa-Shiemi. They're working Gillespie Craft out of the free throw line against this zone defense. That's steal by McKinnon. Poked from behind by Evans. And we'll get some substitutions in here as Axworthy and Issa McKay will check back in for the Truro Title Queens. So tomorrow in MWB action, the Hurricanes will visit the Fog at 2:30 p.m. The Mystics will visit the Halifax Hornets at Mount St. Vincent at 2:30 p.m. And I'll have live call of the Halifax Thunder at the Lake City 56ers at Cole Harbour High School at 3 p.m. You can catch the Hornets and 56ers games on the MWBA YouTube channel. And next week, we're excited for the Truro Title Queens home opener at 12 p.m. on May 10th in Truro. As missed shot there, Titus gets the rebound. Let's confirm the Truro Title Queens home opener will be at Dow Agricultural College in Truro. And a nice pass and finish. Ava McNutt continuing her excellent play today. In her MWBA debut, she's got 16 points off the bench. Issa McKay drives, cut off, and traveled. McKay saying she kept the foot down. And that will do it for this one. What a game. The Halifax Thunder take the win 116-50. Again, the Thunder will be back in action tomorrow as they cross the bridge to take on the Lake City 56ers at 3 p.m. at Cole Harbour High School. And meanwhile, the Truro Title Queens will be back in action on Saturday, May 9th on the road as they visit the Lake City 56ers at 3 p.m. at Cole Harbour High School. You can watch that game and all Thunder, Hornets, and of course, 56ers games on the Maritime Athletic Profiles YouTube page. I'm going to grab a post-game interview here shortly. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching live coverage of the MWBA on Maritime Athletic Profiles. We'll be right back. today's player of the game, Sandy Saunders, back with the Thunder, year 4. Sandy, first and foremost, you had 21 points today. I thought for a team that's only practiced once, you guys had some great chemistry. Tell me a little bit about today's game and how you felt.
Yeah, I mean, we only have one practice coming in, so like we were just trying to do our best. We're still getting to know each other. We have a lot of new players this year, so just getting used to each other. And I guess like we figured it out really fast, but I'm really excited for the whole season in general.
You mentioned some new players. You're one of the Thunder vets now in your 4th season with the team. Tell me a little bit about your decision to come back to the league again this year and play with this group. And I mean, every year you got more Acadia teammates back in the fold.
I mean, it's an easy decision to come back every year. Like, I miss playing basketball so much, so it's always an easy decision, especially with the Thunder team. We always have such a good time playing together. So, yeah, easy decision.
Awesome. And I mean, talking a little bit about who's back on the team this year. A couple former teammates of yours, Lizzie Beals-Ishiemi. We saw her play great today. And not here today, but Haley McDonald joining the team. Tell me a little bit about reuniting with those two. And I mean, I know there's a lot of Acadia players you played with.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be back playing with Lizzie again, and so excited for Haley to join us. She obviously wasn't here today, but yeah, having so many Acadia alum is just so much fun because we're used to playing together, so it just kind of happens naturally.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, you know, we always talk about it, but what the MWBA means for you as a young professional, a little removed from basketball, how exciting and important it is for you to get back on the court and compete at such a high level.
Yeah, it's so nice. Like, obviously I'm working now, so I don't get like that competitiveness. So I get that here, which is good. And I think a lot of other people who are working now and not in like AUS, they really enjoy it too. So it's really nice to have.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sandy. You're back in action tomorrow, 3 p.m. Lake City 56ers. You'll be there?
I'll be there.
I'll be there too. So, you know, they scored 118 points. I think they hit 25 threes today. So if you like good offensive basketball, Sandy and the Thunder have you covered. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You're good. For myself, Alan April, for producer Kaylee and camera operator Taylor and the whole Maritime Athletic Profiles crew and everybody from the Halifax Thunder, thank you so much for watching today, supporting MWBA basketball. It's a fantastic product. We'll see you tomorrow for the Thunder as they visit the Lake City 56ers at 3 p.m. at Cole Harbour High School. Catch all the action right here on the MWBA YouTube page. See you next time. Great.